Alright, what's good? Welcome back to a new video. You ain't getting nothing. I already fed you, bro. We got a dish for her and we'll put, what is it? It's like mixed beef food and we'll put like pumpkin and salmon oil. Spoiled ass. Oh, you want this job, man? You better enjoy that. I track that shit, bro. We'll give her fruit and stuff, but we gotta be careful because she don't like chewing. She just swallows that shit. So we gotta, if we give her kibble, she'll just straight swallow it. Pre-workout meal going down. We got designated arm day today. I've been loving training arms directly. I changed my split up, so I'm doing a new split. It's chest delts, back rear delts, rest. I like that rest day after the 2 days of training. That's like my sweet spot. I noticed after the 3 days of training, I was kind of like sluggish that third day. Anyways, rest day. Next day, arm day. Today, tomorrow is gonna be leg day, followed by double rest on the weekend. I got time to do shit, plan shit, programming, other content, shit like that. Actually go outside, touch grass, spend time with this fucker. And Marin, she's freaking taking her to Utah with her, bro.
Taking the babies.
You're gonna go visit grandma. Dude, my mom loves her. Every time she comes home, her nails are painted and shit. I was talking about my split. The double rest on the weekend is nice, and then I'm fresh to attack the program the next week and beat the numbers. I'm focused on progressive overload. I got my Google Sheets all put together. I got new movements to pick out. So when I'm structuring a new program, I'll just have like a rough idea of what I want to do for my new program, and I'll pick out movements as I'm in the gym, kind of like what I'm feeling. We're gonna pick out an arm day, stick to it for the next 4 to 6 weeks, and try to stick with it and try to progress. I don't give a fuck if I'm on a cut. You can get stronger on a cut, and there is room to build muscle if you're doing something new and you're progressing. I mean, the paper don't lie. This is 50 grams of rice and grinds. Shout out Pride Foods, bro. They sent me hella shit. Look how much stuff they sent. Different types of hot cereal. Shout out Pride Foods. They said that they saw my Snapchat. I didn't like the plain cream of rice because this is flavored. This is creamy peanut butter, and then I mix it with the chocolate. And then 100 grams of strawberries. I'll put some of this real salt. I was doing Himalayan salt, but I think this salt tastes better. I think it's from Utah. Yeah, it's from fucking Utah. It's like a Reese's-esque type deal, and it's like 450 calories. I tracked it, and it's like 50 grams of protein, because I'll put like 62 grams of this. I'm aiming to get 50 grams of protein per meal, just based off my body weight, and then boom, 50 grams of this scrumptiousness. And it digests pretty quick, pre-workout, so. Arm pump fuel. Okay, I'll see you at the gym. I haven't been double scooping. I've been doing a single scoop in the pump serum just because I don't really need the caffeine as much as I think I do. Just like, I need that 200, 250 caffeine pre-workout and then have all the pump formula goodness. But Orange Burst is my favorite flavor too. It's like a high C orange Fanta sweetness drink. I feel like this gym is so hidden. Do you think they'll ever expand the gym? Like, yeah, kick out this fucking liquor store. Fucking needs liquor. Yeah, they could just slap that barbershop. Jace could go there. I think that would be a move, going next to a gym, because people will get cut after they lift. Yeah. Because they want to feel fresh after, take a shower. That's the best feeling.
Well, have you ever seen like the barbershops within the actual gym? Like, people do that shit. I have like a
barbershop in a gym?
Yeah, hell yeah. There's one gym out here named 5 Star that does it too.
How much is it a month? Like
5 Star, the gym itself is like $150 a month down.
Yeah, $150 a month. I better be getting fucking foot rubs and Nautilus and Cybex everywhere I fucking look. Right. What's muscle? Like 40, I think?
Yeah, I think it's like 40. It's reasonable.
It's good bang for your buck.
Yeah.
They have good ass machines.
In order for like a gym to have like a good base of equipment, I feel like the gym owner needs to be like so knowledgeable about it, and I feel like a lot of people just lack that.
Yeah, because even the most expensive pieces of equipment can be the most dog water machines. Holy shit. I feel like Nautilus is cheaper than even some of the more expensive stuff. Nautilus, Cybex, Atlantis, some Hammer Strength, some Body Masters. That's the 5. I got mixed feelings about Prime. I love the leg extension and the hamstring curl for Prime. But everything else, like the chest, I'm like, God damn, I gotta load 3 different things and shit.
I feel like for the incline press, for me, it sat too low. Too. Have you ever tried the incline press?
Yeah, you're like,
I feel like I'm so
you're like taking a dump in the forest while doing an incline press. Feels good. It's just like, I don't want to, I'd rather hop on a Nautilus.
Yeah.
Put the shit in the weight stack and go. I used to think machines were so dookie. I was like, you're so soft if you use machines. And I used to think all the Nautilus machines were like,
more like
some weird nerd shit. Yeah, it was when I was first into the gym, and it was like all about benching the most I fucking could, squatting the most, deadlifting the most, and being as aesthetic as fucking possible. I was trying to mix everything in a bowl all at the same time. Superset! It didn't even blink.
It didn't blink on you? That was a long ass hit too.
God damn. All right, I'm tingling. I'm ready. Do you think it's gonna be fucking packed?
It might
I'm warmed. Just did a couple curls, couple overhead, tricep extensions. I'm gonna wee and then we'll get started. I'm gonna do single arm, not single arm, alternating dumbbell curls seated. I'm gonna go 6 to 8 each arm, but I'm gonna try to keep my elbow in a fixed position. I'm gonna keep it as strict as I can. Not much else than that. Rest as much as I need. I'm gonna try to match it. If I don't match it, not the end of the world, but I'm not gonna go much past task failure or anything. I'm gonna just hit failure and then control that last eccentric.
Couldn't see your eyes, they were up inside. When you asked if I could see, I was pulverized. Sat in overdrive, test and recognize. I know what to do.
The last reps is hard to lock in that form when it's all fucking burning and screaming and aching. Fuck. Especially on biceps, because you want to fucking swing up those last reps, but they don't count as progressive overload either. It feels better. You know too. You know if you're cheating or not. It feels way better when you got honest form and you can check it off and you got stronger. That shit feels good. But it is cool to see that shit go up on my Google or Excel. I know inevitably if I keep the same form on these dumbbell curls and then I work my way up to 60s, I'm gonna have a little bit bigger biceps if I keep the form. I end up just craving a lot of the things I normally wouldn't crave. When I was like 3 weeks out, I wanted to have like a deep fried marshmallow s'more fucking Oreos all over it. But right now, I probably have like a bite of that shit and be like,
because I eat like super clean, and like the other day I was in my elevator and they had like this egg roll truck that was gonna be out there on Friday. I'm like, oh my god, this all looks so good. But I'm like, I would never eat that in my right mind. But like you said, the hormones. So it is what it is. Just gotta get through it.
The post-show is scary too. Your stomach triples in size or something. I don't know.
Get a fucking pot belly.
Yeah, dude. I ate like the couple days after my show, and you inevitably gain the body fat back, but you definitely limit it because you can eat like fucking easy 10K challenge after competing. Easy.
I think for me, it's like Saturday, I'm gonna have like my sushi and a little bit of crumble. Sunday, I'm gonna do butters because I want like the pancakes. And then after that, I'm gonna go right back on diet because I want to reverse as well as I can.
Everybody worry about like being too fucking lean all the time. It's made in the off season. Like you on stage, it's made when you're all fluffy and not worrying about having abs.
See my right bicep, how small it is? I don't know what, I can't do isolation movements, nothing. I can't do anything to make my biceps even out.
I have I have imbalances too. I think it's more so about just having the best form you can, trying to like do more volume and shit to compensate. That doesn't do anything but demand more recovery.
What I do is I just start with my right arm and I'll go to failure and then I'll just match my reps.
Start with your weakest. I start with my weakest muscle groups when I go into my workouts too. Like today I'm training arms, I'll start with biceps, because it's my weaker compared to my triceps. It's the most you can do, because inevitably link more with this one, use it more.
So I guess I didn't do that much damage in middle school. I'll let you guys get after it. Dude,
I haven't done this one double. I tried it unilateral and it felt good. Yeah, that shit feels good. Same rep scheme here, but I'm gonna be doing it 2 hands, because that was more of a unilateral, because I was alternating. But 6 to 8, 2 hands, preacher curl. Same thing, like 3-second eccentric. I do no more than like 2 warm-up sets, and I'm cutting it down from like, I used to do 10 rep warm-up sets and 10 reps, 6 reps. Now I do more like a light 6 reps and then like a medium heavy 4 reps, and then I'll get into my set. You can still do like the 1 rep with your working load if that makes you more comfortable, especially if it's like a compound movement or something. But other than that, especially since you're going to be used to the weight you're working with throughout your program, if you are sticking to your program for more than 1 week, so you'll be familiar with it. And then you only need to hit like 1 warm-up set as you progress through your program.
It's Mr. Pistol Popper screaming fuck a copper. I just bought a crispy chopper, finna fuck your blocker. Even crack the pavement, that's for niggas hating. I've been impatiently waiting to show you niggas Satan. All this talk of Illuminati ain't got a clue about me. Bitch, I'm Trill Illuminati and got my crew behind me. Shooters round me, keep them looters round me, keep a tool around me, it'll keep you fools from round me. Couple of them dudes around me, what they got, what they strap in a backpack, when they cat, leave you flat, better bad back on a fast track, better attack. Nigga, that's that, nigga, pass that, finna ash with a hashtag, got a gas stacks for the ass, finna smash that, nigga, catch that, ASAP, then I pass that, off to my niggas, then she asked for the cash app. I see dead people. I need dead people. Lord, pretty Flacco, bitch. I behead people.
Are you doing classic?
Yeah, first year in like national classic. I'm excited. So I'm like 221 right now. Damn! You saw me peak bulk. I was fat as shit.
Yeah.
But I was 260, so that was like a bunch of like lower back fat.
Yeah.
Glutes. I just had to like chop that shit off.
Legs are usually the last thing for me to get lean.
Your hamstrings or your quads?
My hamstrings and glutes, more than anything.
Dude, your legs are looking like lean though.
Yeah, I'm doing the mini cut. I'm like 198. I need to work on my posing a lot more next time I compete too.
Like your mandatories or this like
Just everything.
routine?
Just being able to nail it, like eyes closed, on stage with the nerves and the hot ass lights. People don't tell you that those are hot ass lights. You're like
And
a
like
lizard.
transition on stage is so much harder for some reason, like making it look like flow and everything.
Yeah. And if they pose you in mandatories for a long ass time,
Oh, it's horrible, dude.
you're on stage for like 10 minutes. Like sweating
Nothing's
and
worse
shit.
than when you gotta like keep your core tight for like every single second while you're up there. Else you're gonna basically get points deducted every time your core comes undone.
Yeah.
So like even transitioning from like a front double to like a side chest, you can't lose that tightness like in between. The most you could do is cover it up with like your elbow.
Yeah.
And that's like your one chance to get like a breath before you blow back out.
So what's the plan if you do get it at the show? You'll just keep going?
I'll do the Phoenix Pro, which is a week later. And I'm getting coached by, Kyle Wilkes?
Yeah.
Like, I never had him as my coach, so I feel like that's going to be like an upper advantage. Just because he really knows what he's doing, like at the last seconds, like leading up to the show. And that's where everyone goes wrong.
It's good to have a second eye. Dude, prepping myself, it was so ass in the last weeks. Like, I
So
really
like, you don't know what to
needed-
do, dude. You're like, you don't see yourself as how you actually are.
Yeah.
So you spill over or you don't eat enough. Or
Yeah.
you think you look like shit.
I messed up a lot, but you live and you learn. And having the second eye is good. Even someone that is the same IQ as you, because your shit drops like by 40 when you're 3 weeks out. Starting with skull crusher, I was gonna do like a machine dip, but there wasn't a buckle to keep me in place. So I would have ended up like pressing my shit out of the seat. But skull crusher for medial and lateral, I'm gonna keep this 6 to 8 reps too, 2 sets. My reps don't drop off that much, and then I'm gonna get into just unilateral to get my long head. I bet in 100 years we're gonna be able to like fucking take a blood test and they're gonna give us the perfect rep schemes and the perfect everything to follow. But till then, we go with the fucking flow. I just be reading, like if I have questions and shit, I'll just look up PubMed. I mean, universities and stuff, I think, post their public studies. I just do that and then see stuff as you go, implement it, science-based. I haven't used cuffs in a minute. I think the last time I did was during the pandemic. I got some for like chest flies, but I've never done it for a single tricep extension, but I'm trying to bias a long head just directly to the side. Try to keep it fixed to the side, just like the bicep curl. And just extend down. I go like this. It's like a thumbless grip. I feel it a little bit more when my elbow is slightly behind my delt, and then I put the middle of the cuff in the meat of my hand, and then grip it like this. It feels great. Alright, what's up? We're back home. That was a pretty fucking good arm day. God damn! Homie got 5 fucking stars. So, I kind of pull back on the training, back to the roots of just prioritizing getting good ass sets in the gym, making sure I'm progressing on paper on the Google Sheets. I don't think you should ever sacrifice technique just to force yourself to beat a number that you hit the previous week, but it's definitely good to know if things are working and what things aren't. When I'm not prioritizing that, I carry around a shit ton of fatigue and I'm just not able to train as hard. When I focus on progressing every single session, especially when I'm keeping track of all my lifts, that's when I've made by far the most progress. When I stick to movements that I like, that I feel stable in, that I get an awesome pump with, and I stick with them over a period of time and focus on progressing with it, getting stronger with reps or weight, not adding sets. Volume was never the answer, and just adding a shit ton of volume just makes for more fatigue. When you take a movement and you get stronger at it over time with keeping the same variables, like 3-second eccentric, whatever, if you're pausing, whatever, you can record your form and shit too. That helps me because sometimes I'm ass at counting. When I'm doing a set and I'm going ham, sometimes I slip up on the counting. I can go back to the footage and see my form and shit. When everything is consistent and you add reps or weight, that equals gains. When I've been prioritizing my rest, especially my sleep, sleep is the most crucial part of the recovery process, especially with gaining some muscle. Sleep and stress. I was listening to Dr. Peter Attia. He was talking about how stress, cortisol, and sleep, lack of sleep, is probably the worst things for your testosterone as a man. It can be like a 200 to 400 nanogram difference if you get ass sleep compared to 7 to 8 hours every single night. You're just killing your test. I wasn't sleeping enough, especially as a beginner in the gym. I have at least 2 days on, 1 day off. Even when I was doing the training, then rest, then train, then rest, I was fresh as fuck every single session, and I knew I was training as hard as I could on that given day. Training hard should be the priority with good technique, but equally as much so, you need to be recovering so that you can go ham in the gym. Outside of just breaking down your muscle, CNS fatigue is a big thing that I used to not take into consideration. I just noticed when I was training more frequently, I have more brain fog, I feel a little more fatigued, I don't sleep as good. Things are kind of just out of whack, and you can kind of find your balance with that. You can test it, have your programming, see if things are moving week to week. Outside of that, I think just getting good ass leverages with movements and getting strong as fuck at them rather than going in the gym and doing a shit ton of sets, because I used to go to the gym every fucking day and I used to hit push-pull legs, except I was hitting like damn near 10 sets per muscle group per workout. So I would hammer my chest, multiple sets, multiple movements, shoulders, same with the triceps. I was doing upwards of 20 to 25 sets a week per muscle group, and I was fatigued all the time. I wasn't growing nearly as much so. I wasn't getting stronger at movements consistently. I was always hitting plateaus. I always felt like shit. My sleep wasn't good, which I noticed I ran into a little more nagging injuries, like my triceps would feel like they got tendonitis, or my knees would start to feel some pain. It's just been the best bang for my buck. Plus, it's cool to see it going up on paper. You feel accomplished. It's badass to see it go up. It's cool to see yourself making progress on paper since you don't see it as often in the mirror. And there's no such thing as natural limits. I mean, shit might slow down for you as a natural, the more experience you get with your training. If you're not controlling a lot of the basic shit, you can't expect to just get gains. You're not entitled to gains. You can't just blame your genetics if you're not getting enough sleep and tracking your calories. You can't just not track your lifts in the gym because you're not gonna fucking know if something is working, or even if you're making progress at all, or if you're just wasting your time in the gym. A lot of people do that. A lot of people are in the gym, they'll look the same year after year. I've seen it. It's not a being natty problem. It's a you not controlling the shit you need to control in order to make those gains. You're not entitled to gains. You just gotta self-assess. I know my ass wasn't training hard enough. Even 2 years ago, even on my old vlogs, I know my ass wasn't training hard enough. I was training till RIR, mild discomfort, bro. And I feel like most people are. I didn't know I wasn't training hard enough until I watched Dorian Yates' Blood and Guts. When I saw that, I knew I wasn't training hard enough. And you know it too. Only you truly know if you're training hard enough. You can fake training to failure for whatever TikTok reel you want to, but only you know at the end of the day. And you know if you're tracking your progress on paper, because it will show by you not getting fucking stronger if you're making progress or not, and if you're training hard enough. If you're training hard enough and you're making sure you're sleeping enough and sticking to your diet based on your goals, then you should be making progress. And if you're not, then something's wrong in that mixture. Then something needs fixing. I'm sweating out here, it's getting hot. Plus, I feel like I enjoy the gym a lot more when I do take the more rest, because rest days suck ass and I want to be in the gym every single day. But when I do take them, I'm way more fucking motivated every time I'm in the gym, and I train way harder. And I treat every set like I fucking mean it. Not 4x12 lat pull down, 4x12 lat pull over. Just a bunch of pussy moderate sets is not gonna get you muscle. I feel like most people, unless they're super experienced, don't know their true failure unless they attempt it. I think having good technique, learning good technique, and then once that is in check, train hard as fuck. Keeping the form those last reps, even though it was aching and burning and feels like hot sauce, sandpaper, and lemon juice, you stick with it all the way until that last eccentric. Bitch, I was not doing that. It's not really less is more either, because some people consider the way that I train to be low volume. I consider it to just be the best amount of sets in training for myself based off of my training logs and the progress that I've kept note of. You don't gotta be perfect either. Just stick to your diet, sleep enough, train hard as fuck. Your diet can be sustainable to you. You can pick out foods that you like. Just make sure the quality. You can eat out every now and then. You don't have to be a fucking robot. You can switch meals out if you're not feeling them. There's lots of different approaches. You don't have to get stuck in analysis paralysis, especially about dieting. If you stick to what's sustainable and what you can stick to, what you like, you're better off in the long run. And if you don't, and if you eat foods that you fucking hate and foods that you know you're not gonna stick to, then it's probably not that sustainable and you're probably gonna fucking crash out. What up? Alright, that is going to be a wrap for the vlog. I'm in a good spot to start vlogging a lot again, so expect that. I appreciate y'all. Thank you for all the support. Code Monkey on Young LA, Helamix, huge supplements. I appreciate y'all motherfuckers. Until next time, peace out, baby.